Hey guys, Ali here, Depth Charge Bassist. How you doing? You join me today on this day in December. It's a Wednesday. No, it's not. It's a Tuesday, and it's a very cold winter's day today. As you can see, you join me while I'm wearing my thick fleece, which is covered in cat hair. Look at all this shit. I'm gonna do the winter update today, just to let you guys know what's been going on. Over the past, July. I think it's been since July. It was the last time I made a video for the band channel. So, and I think I mentioned in July that the tour that we were going to have was cancelled. So, since then, quite a lot has happened. I mean, if we were to sum up this year, it would be probably just as much progress as we made last year, but in a completely different way. Last year, as you know, we did a reasonable amount of gigging. We had a drummer in the band, and we did a number of shows. We got accepted very well, and we made a number of good friends over those 2 or 3 months, which is great. We got quite a lot of exposure that way. But this year, we made just as much progress, but in the studio side of things. As you guys know, we have like a band room set up in the cottage 24/7, and we decided to utilise it in a way that we probably should have done way before now. Of course, we've been focusing a lot on finding a drummer, and with that being somewhat fruitless over the past year and a half maybe, we decided to change our focus to progress in a different aspect of the band, and that's, of course, that aspect of the band being the music. We did a lot of writing, and then we decided that we should really put a lot of our older material, not necessarily older material because some of it's actually quite new, but a lot of the material that was finished and has been finished for a little while, into an album. So one night me and Aaron were standing in the band room practicing, and we decided, we could probably record all this stuff within a couple of months. Easy. So we did. We started recording, I can't remember. I think it was the start of October. End of September, start of October we started recording. And we finished at the end of November. Or close to the end of November anyway. God, it's so cold in this room. So yeah, we finished the album. Well, we finished recording it anyway. It was quite a taxing process. Some of the older material that we don't play very often was difficult to lay down. It's amazing how much your hands change. But we got it done, and we're now putting it into some kind of formation so that it flows. We have a really, really good idea for the way we're going to put the album together. It's going to be quite a listening experience. So we're doing that at the moment. The mixing, as far as it goes at the moment, is in a good place. It's not finished, at least I don't think it is. I don't think we're all grinning about every single part of the track. So we need to do some more of the mixing yet, but we're also working with a really, really good friend of ours for putting some artwork together for the the cover art and all that kind of stuff. And there's also another couple of things going on in the background, which I'm not going to tell you about just now, but we'll disclose probably at the start of next year. Now, yes, we've recorded everything: drums, bass, guitar. Drums, obviously. How do we do that without a drummer? Aaron, as you probably know if you've watched the Are You Up For It videos, and any of you who have seen the breakdown videos, he can play all the parts basically. So that was probably one of the most taxing parts of the whole process, because for some of the drums they weren't even written yet when we actually came to record them, so it was kind of writing and recording simultaneously for some parts of the album. And now, as I said, it's just a case of we're doing the mixing, we're doing all other post-production stuff to put it into some kind of listening experience that we want it to be delivered in. and who knows when that'll be ready. I have no idea. The whole recording process, I guess, in a way, was somewhat taxing. I mean, as I said before, some of the stuff that we haven't played in ages was a little bit harder to get the feel of again, because of, you know, just the shapes, you know, the way our hands are moving. It's the way it always seems to go. But one of the biggest things that would have taken up a lot of our attention would have been the sound. I mean, I wanted my bass to sound a particular way, so much so I've been trying with like 2 or 3 different varieties of strings over the past 3 or 4 months. Those of you who have talked to me before or have asked me, you'll know I played Diodadio EXLs, nickel hex core bass strings. Since then I tried DR high beams, steel strings. They didn't quite work out for me, and I'm currently playing DR sunbeams, which are working out for me quite well, but I am missing the higher string tension. So I'm probably going to be trying low riders and nickel plated strings. But I did record with the sunbeams. Aaron, he's been working on his sound. He's been, you know, before he was recording a lot of stuff, he'd be playing with his effects, making sure that they were all, you know, uniform and not noisy or too much or anything like that. For quite a lot of the time he was playing with his distortion a lot. As you guys know, he plays his own custom built Beast now, which he built previously in the year, and he loves that thing. It's a case of getting the sound to match the tone of the guitar. You don't want a distortion that doesn't suit what the wood can give, if you understand what I mean. So a lot of the time he's been playing about with that, and he's found quite a really good sound, and it mixes in really well with the album as well. So that's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. So this year, in a nutshell, has been, as I said already, progress. We have moved forward in not necessarily the way we were planning to, but it was certainly an avenue that we should have recorded. Well, we know we could have recorded like ages ago, but it's kind of nice that we waited this long, because it's given us the chance to, or at least given Aaron the chance, because he's doing a lot of the technical stuff when it comes to the mixing and things. It's given him the chance to play about, and now with all the stuff that he knows, he can get the album sounding as brilliant as we want it to be. Well, at least as brilliant as we think it is. As for a name for the album, we think we've found one. Not sure yet though. So I think we're going to have, Aaron's got an idea and I've got a couple of ideas. It really is quite a boost to put the album together. I mean, earlier on in the year we were recording stuff. We didn't really have much of a plan as to where it was going to go, what it was going to be used for, or anything like that. And then of course we had the tour and stuff cancelled on us, and the search for a drummer hasn't exactly turned up much in the way of treasure. But at least we managed to find ourselves something else to work in, and apply ourselves to, and just progress in the kind of grand journey that is being in a band. I can't see that as being a bad thing whatsoever. As for the drummer situation, we have obviously been searching high and low. We've had, you know, a number of replies and things like that, but a lot of them, you know, distance is a big issue, which is of course nothing different from the norm. It always seems to be the issue. But to aid ourselves in finding a drummer, or at least improve the efficiency of the way that we're doing it, we're putting together another drummer recruitment video. It will probably be launched at about the same time as this on the YouTube channel, and it's basically going to be covering a number of things, because we get asked a lot of questions by drummers that we do try out. Some of them seem, you know, like either a little bit unprepared or unsure about what we do, or what kind of drummer we need and all that kind of stuff. So I'm hoping that the video will, you answer a few of those questions and make the whole tryout experience a little bit less ambiguous for anybody who does decide that they want to give it a go. But we just want to say, you know, thanks to everybody who has kept up to date with us and kept in touch with us, and you know, followed us throughout 2012. It's been quite a roller coaster ride. As we move forward after New Year, I dare say we've got ourselves a couple more things to do. We've got the album to finish putting together, and then we'll probably release it at some point, which will be cool. As to when that's going to be, as I said, I don't know. We're going to wait till obviously it's finished, and you know, we don't want it to be a typical first album that's recorded in a house. Albums that are recorded like that have this horrible reputation sometimes of just being recorded and put out there on a disc or whatever, you know. And you know, there's with the technology that we have at our disposal, and that anybody probably has at their disposal. I mean, a digital audio system in a home is not exactly uncommon now, and everybody has these tools. And some people pump out some pretty fantastic, like, studio quality material. So we're kind of working to that kind of bar, and that's the stage where we'll probably can go, this thing's ready, and then we'll release it. But we'll keep you guys up to date with all that stuff. Especially I want to say thanks to Alex Collins, our good buddy, and of course previous band member from a couple of years ago. He gave up his entire summer, almost, well, pretty much his entire summer, to learn all of our drums for a tour that never happened, but it was fun anyway. We played with him all summer, and it was good to have that chemistry back with him in the band sense. We're still really, really good friends with him, but it's always good to have that other side of a friendship. So thanks, buddy. So 2013, as I said, we plan to put out an album, and we plan to find a drummer. Hopefully we'll be able to fulfill both of those things in some way, shape or fashion. Of course, until that time, and assuming the world doesn't end, does anybody actually believe that? So in the event of the apocalypse maybe getting called off and the world not ending, I hope you have a very good Christmas and a fantastic New Year. Thanks once again for keeping an eye on us and keeping in tune with what we've been doing. And we shall see you in 2013. If you are obviously keeping in touch with us, remember we're on Facebook, Twitter, Reverb Nation, we're everywhere, smearing our seed in every social burrow we can find. But the next time I'll see you is in the summer update of 2013. So stay safe, and I shall catch you then. See you later.